This is like the kind of bass that I want to hear whenever I'm like driving in my car.
Yeah.
Like I want the rearview mirror to shake like while I'm going down the
Okay, so the first group that we'll be reacting to is Gugudan. They are a girl group debuted in 2016 with 9 members ranging ages 17 to 24. Fun fact, they're under the same company as vixx, and some of them were even actresses in some of vixx's music videos, so we've literally seen them physically before.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is called A Girl Like Me, and this is their second comeback, and the music video has art history references, and the song is kind of about promoting self-confidence and a little bit of narcissism, too.
Oh,
narcissism.
Narcissism?
Narcissism.
Alright.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Okay,
3,
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh!
Wait, is that
Oh,
part
that
of,
like descending sand.
part of the video?
The way the instruments.
There we go!
The way the instruments doubled the voice.
I am already all about this.
Yeah, this is like cool.
Oh, fuck.
Ladies.
Such a bouncy bass.
This is like the kind of bass that I want to hear whenever I'm like driving in my car.
Yes.
Like I want the rearview mirror to shake like while I'm going down the
It's like cheese. That room is like cheese. Good old Swiss.
I like the vibe of this tune. I don't know how to describe it yet, but it's nice.
It's almost funny with like the patches that they're using in like instrumentation. I'm automatically take it more seriously than than like some of the other songs.
Yeah.
It's kind of repetitive, but like it changes so often and so much. It keeps you interested.
Got every electronic sound I love.
Yeah, I feel like whenever songs like this are like mostly electronic, the rhythmic complexity is what interests me like most overall, because everything else is kind of just like a wash of sound.
And then it repeats again.
I like
it's
that
like call
little
and
rhythmic
response.
thing, like when they're doing like that da 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 da
Same.
whatever, like it's kind of rhythmically a little off from where you think it should be, and it's great.
Oh, I wanted it to go up. I wanted it to go up right there. I'm sure they will later though.
Yeah. This definitely reminds me of like different visual art mediums. It's interesting.
Those hands coming out of the walls are creepy as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this. The like the steel drum kind of, except down several octaves. Boom, 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 boom. That one.
Got that trap snare drum in there.
I'm just really loving the effects that they're doing because it's not getting in the way of like, it's not too much,
Yeah, totally. It's definitely more interesting than your cookie cutter.
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck, they're badass as fuck. Like, damn.
Halftime.
But like, even the subtle sounds that aren't as like forward, like you hear the bass first, and then like layered behind it, you have like this like little ringy sound.
Oh. Yeah, that was some sass in that note. That was good.
Whoa!
It's like
I thought it
vocal
was
sound.
gonna hesitate like a bar, but then it only waited an extra 2 beats, and then it came in. That was.
I really like that chorus. It's just like really rhythmically interesting.
Yeah, something driving and it's just like, wow.
7 times 8 does not equal 49, girls.
They just like have cool sounding voices. Like their vocal timbres when they talk or sing are both really like they're cool.
3 times. But they alluded to it 2 other times. That was dope.
Yeah, so what do you think about that song overall musically?
Well, first off, like how loud the bass was, all their use of electronic sound effects, and even, yeah, like if you were to take away the vocals, it almost sound like, not necessarily dubsteppy, but like qualities of that kind of music. I really like that, and to be honest too, like it's just really funny how listening to something like that, I automatically can like take it way more seriously.
Than a normal K-pop song.
Right, like some of the other songs that maybe are a little bit more cheesy or like
Yeah.
more innocent sounding necessarily, like even like that, I don't take it seriously, but here it's like way more in your face. It's just a really cool effect, so
Yeah.
I mean that's what I like about it.
I really like the juxtaposition between the two styles. I just thought they actually meshed it really well in this case. Like, it would be possible to make it not work, but that jived in a good way.
Yeah, or just sound like overdone, but this
Yeah.
was not too much at all.
Yeah,
It's
they
very
used the
tasteful.
harmonies very well with their vocals and just kept it simple in the rest, which is like, what?
Yeah, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was like weird. Like I liked the vocals, but I didn't like the track. I don't know why. Like they just didn't match to me. I feel like the vocals went somewhere, but the track didn't. It was all the same. So
Yeah, it was interesting. There were definitely some really good parts about it. I liked the majority of it. I thought the trap drum was a little contrived, but yeah, no, the vocals were fucking killer. They were so dope, and they owned the shit out of that song.
Yeah, I really dig that.
Yeah, that was cool. It was a very it was a fun song.
Right.
That isn't one that I would sit down to intensely ponder over and analyze. Definitely one to just turn on whenever I don't want to think about anything.
Yes.
That's okay. If that's your like niche in the genre, then do it. And they did it. So cool stuff.
It's just interesting to me that there's like, how many of them? 7? Yeah, so like say there's like 7 of them. Their voices range about here. And if we're assuming that the entirety of a human vocal range, like from like the highest pitched voice out there to the lowest pitched voice out there, it's like here. And they're like this. But they're still able to have all these harmonies, even with their voices in such like a small register.
Yeah, it's just really close together.
Thought it was groovy, edgy, poppy.
Yeah, no, it definitely was like a bop. You know, you'd hear it on like, 101.1. But
Pretty good tune, actually.
I was not much of a fan. Just because like, it really was just like, but like it grooved and they did the halftime thing and I was like,
But that's the only texture change. The beat was constant the whole time.
There was just like a weird little rhythmic intro, and there were like other weird rhythmic interjections that happened, or like not lined up on a strong downbeat rhythms that made it kind of like, where am I? But I mean, beyond that, I was sort of like,
Dude, wow.
Good stuff.
It's really harmonically repetitive, but the rhythmic drive
It's the rhythm.
is what keeps it alive.
And it does melodic da 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 da. You know, that's what.
Yeah. The vocal line was really rhythmic, which gave it interest. A lot of syncopation in the bass. I like that.
And just
even though the bass was like super legato, like it was like boom 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 boom. But the rhythm was interesting, so that's what I liked about it. It was like a steel drum pitched down like a couple octaves. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
The layering was really cool. And it's like, I know we say things like the texture was really cool, and basically texture 101, so like, here's your, like, let's say here's your bass, and then you have like the other synth sounds, you kind of put it here, and then you have like another set of sounds, you put it on top, you have all these cool like layers, and like, the audio engineers will bring out certain things, and it's really cool because that way it creates this world, this scene. It's not like a 2-dimensional line, it's like 3-dimensional sound. And then you have your vocalist, which is the layer that's closest to you. Yeah, that's essentially texture. So like, that was really cool because they had lots of different sounds going on.
I think it was pretty standard pop, but I thought it was interesting. With the layers, it kind of reminded me of like layers of ogre. I'm like no, just kidding. It reminded me of like paintings because there's multiple layers and multiple like the thing that's absolutely closest to you, but then there's like a background and there's things. So like with this like art theme that they had, I thought that was pretty well represented if they intended to do that. I don't know if they did, but it was cool. Awesome. Yeah. How do you feel the music represented the visuals and such?
I think Cage nailed it right there. It was like the layering is like painting. What were the visuals again?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so you're focused more on the music.
Yeah.
I literally don't
I feel like the music was like,
like all the art stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked that. I've been staring at this that's on the screen.
there's so much like pattern with all of the art that like,
and there was
I
like
feel
random like
it was like 8-bar phrase again, like really similar, and then it moves on. That it just like was formulaic. You knew when it was gonna change, and it worked.
Except for when you didn't know when it was gonna change. Like,
but it always changed though, right? Like when I thought it was predictable.
I think it was like almost like quirky in a good way, and it kind of went together with the edginess of the tune.
This was more of like the music seemed like it was about the music video. Not that the music video was about the music.
It's pretty amazing how like even a slightly off-putting music video can completely ruin the song while you're listening to it.
It is really interesting. Like there have been a couple songs that I've listened to on Spotify just afterwards, and I'm like, I like this more. And then I'm like, I don't like this as much. It's interesting to see it as a package.
The music video was pretty weird. I was very intrigued. I kind of wish I had understood some of the stuff a little bit better. I think that it all kind of played in really good. I mean, we saw some of the images visually that were like narcissism and like it's all about like taking selfies and like getting on social media.
Lots of mirrors.
Yeah, and so that it creates like a lot of like busyness because you're always like in this like loop of like technology and like self-validation. And the music kind of sounded like that too. It was constantly moving. There were no like really slow sections. Even when the music stopped because, you know, the drop was coming, you still like the energy carried over.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel if you're new. I'm the channel runner and producer of this series. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you're curious to see what else we're going to react to in the future, go ahead and check the description for a bunch of links that I have to playlists and schedules. Also, please check our Patreon if you want to support us. Patrons get access to unedited, full-length reaction videos, access to exclusive content, as well as early access to all the videos posted on here, and more. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.